So how this is going to work is I'm going to ask Ms. Latina D. Brame some questions, and she's going to help us define seasonal depression. We also will have a time where if you guys are or feel compelled, to ask some more questions or are interested in some more things, you're more than welcome to. All right. So one more time, another warm welcome for Ms. Latina D. Brame. So, can you define seasonal depression for us?
Yeah, and I probably won't use the mic because I'm so speaking loudly. So hi everyone. Again, my name is Latina. I'm a licensed therapist. I've been in the field now for about a decade. I'm currently working as an individual therapist, but I'm coming in working with children and family and foster care. I did a few years in a residential setting. I have also done some intensive in-home work for families in the greater Bridgeport area. So I am not new to the mental health world. I'm also a trauma survivor, a very complex trauma survivor. And I'll probably share more of my own story at the end, but there was some room for questions. So seasonal depression, I like to call it the seasonal saddies. In the summer, we are summer baddies, meaning we are ready to go out, we want to have a good time, we want to feel good, and then something starts to change for us around October. Coincidentally enough, seasonal affective disorder is not just geared to the winter months. It can happen at any season. It essentially means that there's a period of depression that is being brought on by the change of a season. So for someone in the summertime who cannot tolerate the heat, maybe doesn't have a lot of friends, so they're not being social, has some things with their body image, maybe they're not comfortable enough to wear summer attire, they absolutely dread the summertime. So you will see more bouts of depression. But for us here in the New England area in the colder months, our seasonal affective depression starts around the October, November mark. It's because we have less sunlight. I know there was controversy probably a couple of months ago about ending daylight savings time, but I think we all pushed our clock back on Sunday and we got an extra hour of sleep.
Yes, ma'am.
The goal is also so that we'll get an extra hour of sunlight in the morning time, which is when the sun is at its highest peak, and also in the mid-afternoon. And we would think that the afternoon gives us the highest peak, but it's actually when the sun is rising. So it's extremely important to get up when the sun is up.
Thank you so much for answering that, and I hope you guys gain more clarity on seasonal depression and what that means. Can you tell the audience how they can prevent SAD if that is possible?
So I don't think that prevention is exactly possible per se, because if something happens only at one specific time of the year, you don't want to wait until September to be like, oh, my SAD is coming, let me get in the gym, let me eat right, no, this is a full lifestyle change. I don't know how many of us are coming from childhood traumas or just trying to break generational curses. For my own family, one of the biggest things was having a true wellness plan. Am I getting up? Am I not just brushing my teeth, but am I being intentional about the foods that I'm putting in my body? Am I being intentional about the TV shows, the music that I'm listening to, the people that I'm engaging with, both on a friendship level as well as a romantic level? Am I working out? How often am I moving my body? And finding a workout regimen that works for you. I love yoga.
Right.
I'm not always going to just be in the gym lifting weights. I have a slimmer, body type. So finding a movement or an exercise regimen that really works for me has been extremely important, because it allows me to breathe. It allows me to slow down. If anyone knows me on a personal level, I have 1,001 things that I'm attached to. I'm a mom of 2 boys, a single mom of 2 boys. I have a full caseload of 25 people. So I cannot show up for the world if I have not taken the time to love on myself. So rather than thinking, how can I combat SAD or how can I manage my mental illness, just how can I pour into myself more? Right. I was just actually talking with our other guest speaker, and he was sharing that he had some travels to Africa, and I don't want to give too much of what he's going to be speaking about, but one of the things that really stood out to me was that we're really suffering here in the state, especially in America. We are doing the most to fit in and not putting the most back into ourselves. So just really be honest with yourself. Like you said before, how much am I contributing to my suffering? And if I am suffering, am I doing that in silence? Am I willing to ask for help? Am I willing to try something different, to come out of my comfort zone if it's going to push me to elevate into someone greater?
Snap it up for that.
Yeah.
My last question, I believe, is what are ways to cope with SAD for those who are currently going through it?
Yeah, and I have that written down.
Yay.
So it's going to be a little bit of what I said as well, like, you know, developing a good, healthy routine, developing some skills that's going to promote balance to your life. But I think the number one key, especially for our culture and people of color, we got to talk to somebody. Why are we still struggling to open up and say, hey, I don't feel good today? Or, you know, I wasn't really happy about that. Or I don't feel safe in my body. And that's not a comfortable sentence to say, because what does that mean for us? Right. We are always, when I say we as a collective, we're always trying to get to the bag. We're trying to be the top of our class. We're trying to be the best at everything. And nobody wants to fail. And I've learned that being able to say, I need help, I'm not too sure, I need someone to talk to, is a great way to open up, not just to manage SAD, but to really have an intimate relationship with yourself. So that would be my first thing, to get a mentor, get a therapist, get a big brother, big sister, someone that you listen to that can really give you some guidance, a spiritual leader, someone that is going to help you look deeper into yourself. The second thing would be, yes, to increase your wellness habits through sleeping well, having adequate water intake. It's amazing how much water really does save us. It's 70% of our body makeup. How often are we drinking water? Did you have a glass today? You'd be surprised. A lot of my clients come in and they're giving me all these symptoms, and I'm like, you sound dehydrated. This is not a mental health illness. It can lead to it, but it sounds like you just need to slow down a bit. And the last thing to do with coping is finding something that brings you joy. And I know this is the hardest one, who's experiencing any bout of depression, whether it's major depressive disorder, just seasonal affective depression. It's finding joy in the things that you do. And you gotta simplify it. Like, wow, the sun is so bright today. Wow, this cup of coffee is really good. Like, it's really good. It almost sounds cheesy, but you become your own cheerleader. A lot of people that come in for therapy, one of the things that they struggle with is finding people who validate them. So I am in turn teaching you how to validate yourself. When people see that you love on yourself, they also will reciprocate that energy back to you. Even just this event, I was just a podcaster, you know, and someone's like, oh, come to this event. I think it would be really great. And here I am now for the third time, coming up as a speaker. And this brings me joy. Never thought that it would. I was always just about work and about my kids and my podcast. And podcasting is easy because you're not in front of a crowd. You're literally just in front of a mic. So this allowed me to expand on what I thought would bring me happiness. But just being in a room with people and being able to educate our community about what mental health is, and not just what you see on social media, not what you just read on Google, because Google will have you thinking you need citrulline and like 6 weeks of, I don't know, inpatient treatment. And it's just, I need something that really makes me happy.
Everybody snap it up. And it's what you're going to be. Thank you so much for sharing.